First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rachel Coulter.
And Hurricane Erin now Category 2 strength as of the latest update in from the National Hurricane Center. And comparing advisories here from a movement perspective, still moving the same direction, moving the same speed, but that pressure is dropping and the winds are increasing. This is moving into a more favorable area for further intensification even on into the weekend. Starting to see that eye clear out as well, that center of circulation getting better and better defined with time as this is moving off towards the west, with now maximum sustained winds of 100 miles per hour. Could actually become a Category 4 hurricane, not only 3 but even 4 hurricanes, so major hurricane status within the next 24 hours. Meteorologist Lisa Villegas is going to be in this weekend. Tune in with her tomorrow. She's going to have the latest on this storm that's forecast to continue as a major hurricane, really weaving in between the east coastline and out towards Bermuda, with that center of circulation likely to our east. So we're not expecting direct impacts, certainly not here in the Charlotte metro area, but even the wind and the rain impacts should stay east of the east coastline as well. What we're going to be dealing with here in the next couple of days, certainly increasing rip current risk along the beaches and also rough surf. Look at your future wave height, starting to see not only the reds but some pinks and purples indicating some really high waves. That's going to be a big time concern if you're headed out towards the coast over the next week. Peaking time frame wise Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday time frame, something to watch for. Back here at home, we are still tracking some shower and thunderstorm activity, but this is now moving to the south. We had quite the strong storm over southern parts of Mecklenburg County and Gaston County earlier this evening, and moving down into York and Chester counties. Just a few sprinkles lingering and some cloud cover as well. But that thunderstorm activity is going to continue to fizzle out as it pushes off towards the south. I did want to zoom out a little bit and show you the Carolinas from a Futurecast perspective in case you do have some outdoor plans this weekend. Maybe you're traveling to the mountains or to the coast or staying local. Here's what we're expecting. Likely dry conditions to start off the day. It's the afternoon and the evening hours is typical for summertime here in the Carolinas, where we see some of those pop-up showers and storms, and they really could pop up anywhere. So most of your day is going to be a-okay, and a lot of you listening in will end up staying dry throughout the weekend. But as we were talking about, Siobhan and myself just a couple of minutes ago, would not hurt to keep the umbrella on standby just in case you get caught under one of those downpours. Sunday morning plans looking pretty good as well, and then the afternoon and evening hours, even lower coverage expected, but still can't rule out measurable rainfall. That's why I introduced that 10% chance of rain in the forecast just in case we get a stray shower or storm to move in here. And from the temperatures perspective, we're looking at the upper 70s, low 80s in Boone this weekend. Asheville, mid to upper 80s. If you're staying in and around the Charlotte area, high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, very similar to what we had today. We're going to see the low to mid 90s as well out towards Columbia and Raleigh. If you're heading to the coast this weekend, we will see some shower and storm activity, especially for the first half of the weekend. High temperatures in the 80s as a result from Charleston up towards Wilmington and out towards the Outer Banks, but a little hotter, a little drier as we get towards the second half of the weekend. Back here at home in the Charlotte area, starting off in the low 70s, topping out in the low 90s. I'll put this all together for you. Even through the start of next week, we're going to likely be above average high temperatures in the low to mid 90s, feeling closer to 100 degrees. Stray shower, storm or two possible. But by the middle of the week, cold front approaches the area. That's going to increase your rain coverage. That's going to decrease those temperatures back to the mid 80s by Friday of next week.